Saying that you won't see the Avengers is like saying that I look good wearing these 3D glasses. But at least this movie lives up to the hype surrounding its years of build-up. Although chances are that even if you don't want to see this movie, you're going to see it. It's bound to happen. After about 5 movies, the roster of the Avengers was finally complete. Hulk, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and of course Nick Fury all take up arms to avenge something, I guess. It's hard to see this movie without seeing the individual ones beforehand, but if you were a fan of those, you'll love this one. I mean, it's Joss Whedon. He really can't do wrong, can he? If I had one complaint about the Avengers, is that it didn't spend too much time making you care about each member of the group. I think that it relied too much on the fact that everyone seeing this movie had already seen the individual movies prior, so you didn't need to know much more about them than that. I get that it's an ensemble movie, but a little more time could have been spent on each person during the 2.5-hour runtime. I mean, they spend more time fighting each other than anyone else, but I wasn't even sure what motivated some of them other than the call of a hero. Whatever you might think about this movie, based on the advertisements, you should and will see this movie. It's a blockbuster, sure, but it's really good at busting those blocks, whatever that means. It's definitely worth the price of admission.
This movie was awful.
You're awful. Why would you say that?
Okay, I don't know. I mean, it was just so much about it. More specifically, the fact that, like, it seemed to serve more as, like, a crowd pleaser than anything else. It was like, oh, we already have all these superheroes that everyone already loves and cares about, so we don't have to try anymore. Especially at the end, where there's supposed to be this huge battle scene, and none of the editing made any sense. Like, you had the Hulk and Captain America together, and then they switch over to, like, someone doing something else, and all of a sudden, the Hulk is inside of a building.
Yeah, because you go into the Avengers hoping to see really good editing tricks, because you don't want to go see just Hulk just bashing people's face into brick walls, because that was like, if you walk in thinking it's just going to be like, yeah, it's just going to be superheroes kicking ass, then that's what you're going to get out of it.
I guess, but they also try to give Iron Man this whole character arc that didn't really do anything for me, or really anyone in the audience. I mean,
it was just kind of building off the things before. Like, there was one thing where it was like, I knew it was a Joss Whedon movie, so I kind of walked into it expecting it to be more of like a Joss Whedon kind of feel. You know what I'm talking about? Like I love all Joss Whedon stuff, but like this didn't feel like it was really like Joss Whedon.
No.
Like, I mean, he's a great director, but I couldn't tell from like the writing or anything like that it was like Joss Whedon. But
No,
I mean,
not
I
at
think if you're a fan and you go in with the mindset of just enjoying what you're seeing on screen, I think you'll enjoy it.
I mean, I guess, but Loki, the main bad guy, spent like an hour in a tube.
Yeah.
Like, he was literally like,
Yeah.
like that was it.
Yeah. Well, it was build up, okay? He was amassing his army, okay? It was all just like a ploy to get at all of the minds of the people.
I mean, I really only found myself enjoying the moments where it was like usually like just Thor or Loki, or like just Captain America, because everything.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what I said. Like, I thought that they should
Yeah.
spend more time on the individual people instead of just like everyone's doing things.
It was just, and for a while in the movie, the laws of nature didn't really apply. Like when
Like what?
like when Nick Fury got shot in the beginning of the movie, and then starts running around and jumps in a
You could have a
helicopter.
bulletproof vest. Okay, you don't know.
I don't know. He looked like he was bleeding.
Yeah, but then they stabbed the other guy later and he died. So.
He was the only character that died, though.
Yeah. But I mean, this
and that
movie,
was their motivation. Like this one character that they didn't even talk to, like very
they
much.
talked to him. They talked to him every movie. Okay, they were avenging. They had
They
something
were
to
avenging
avenge.
this one guy's death.
Yeah.
And that was it.
But they each had their.
Iron Man in the whole movie never once spoke to this guy.
Yeah, he did.
When?
He spoke to him at the beginning of the movie when he showed up at his apartment.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you go in thinking that there's going to be some like cinematic masterpiece, you're not going to get a lot out of it.
That's true. I mean, I do have to admit that the 3D was spectacular.
Yeah, it was.
Except for this really one cheesy moment where Iron Man is like shooting a laser and it's clearly going across the screen. So it's like, oh, 3D. And then it was really bad. But that's all right. I mean, it was pretty crisp. Otherwise, you know?
Yeah, so you're going to go see this movie.
You're probably going to watch it.
Yeah, you're going to see it.
Yeah, I mean,
But don't stop with that video. We have plenty more reviews and interviews at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thepriceofadmission. Let us know which Avenger is your favorite and which one Shannon could take in a fight. My guess is none of them. And we'll see you next time right here on The Price of Admission.